Be here in Hay on Wye. As you can see, I am the big bad wolf. I'm in the area as part of a sort of rewilding project. I think there's not enough wolves in the area, so I'm going to repopulate it all by myself, apparently. It's very tricky to repopulate an area all by yourself. I've made passes at the poodles of Reverend Richard, but that didn't work. So I'm making eyes at sheep at the moment, but it's tragic and sad. But anyway, I'm here for a different cause tonight, to celebrate the flaming Lady of Hay. And I'm going to celebrate that by telling you all a bedtime story.
Yay!
Just get myself into character. That's better. So this story starts like every other story, and it starts with once upon a time. There lived 3 little
Pigs!
Exactly. And they decided to leave home in search of adventure. They'd had enough of the mud and wallow of Cleonga. And they thought they would spread further afield, as maybe madly or beyond. So off they went, tripping and dropping away through the countryside, until they could find somewhere to build their abodes. The first little pig found a lovely meadow all covered in flowers and weeds and stuff like that, and decided he would build his house there. Now this little pig, his name was Percy Pig. Percy, say hello to the ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Percy Pig. This is exhausting. My name's Percy Pig, and I'm really silly. He was so silly. In fact, when he came to build his house, he decided to make it entirely out of
Straw!
straw. Exactly. A thatched roof and straw bale walls. He was quite with it. Yeah. On seeing Percy moving into the area, I decided to pay a visit like a very kind neighbour. I came to the door. Knock, knock, knock. Little pig. Little pig. Let me come in. No, said Percy. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You shall not come in. So there. I've never been so insulted in all my life. He would not let me in. I sighed and I moaned and I stayed outside all alone. And that is when something tragic happened.
Oh dear.
A house made of straw gives off dust and pollen, and I suffer from hay fever. And I huffed, and I puffed, and achoo! I accidentally sneezed Percy's house down. Percy panicked. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran all the way to his sister's house. Now, his sister, this is another character. She was a bit posh. was Lady Petunia Pig.
She's got breasts.
She was a looker. I'll tell you that. She was also rather peckish and greedy. Is that the telephone for me? Is it my agent? Tell him I'm doing any old shit these days. Seriously. I'll open Sun Valley Chicken Farm if you want me to. Petunia Pig, back on with the story. She was a very greedy pig, and when she built her house, she decided to build it entirely from...
Bricks.
No!
Sticks.
Mud.
Sticks.
Twiglets! Which are sticks covered in
Mama.
feces. No, seriously, it is. They get a stick, they find a cow, they insert it, pull it out, break it, put it in the bag. Insert another stick, take it out, break it, put it in the bag. And it's a job. If anybody's looking for a job, it's a hard work, but it's well paid. Anyway, so Petunia built her house entirely from sticks, twiglets, and shit. Inside, Percy and Petunia were cowering. Oh, I had to come up and apologise to Percy for accidentally sneezing his house down. Knock, knock, knock! Little pigs, please, 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 let me come in. Where is she? No, said Petunia. No border hair on that chinny chin chin. You will not come in. So fuck off, you big hairy bastard. It's always the posh ones, isn't it? The language like that. I thought I'd never be so insulted by Percy, but Petunia took the biscuits. They wouldn't let me in. I moaned and I cried and let out a huge sigh. And that was enough to undermine the feeble structure entirely built from twiglets. Percy, and Petunia panicked. They lived a long way from their brother. And they ran all the way to their brother's house. Now, their brother was a lot smarter than Petunia and Percy Pig. And when he built his house, he made it entirely out of bricks and mortar. He was actually a structural engineer. It is a beautiful, beautiful job. Gabled ends, bay windows, you name it, he did it. His name was Marmaduke. Alfonso Ferdinando Jimenez III. Big. And he was quite dashing. Oh yes, sir, I am Marmaduke Fernandez Jimenez III Pig. Look at my beautiful house. Isn't it lovely? It's worth about £1 million. Well, I knew that I had to apologise to Percy and Petunia for accidentally, unintentionally destroying their accommodation. I came to the door, knock, 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 knock. Little pigs! Little pigs! Oh! Please, 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 please let me come in. No, sir. You will not come in. I shall not open my door. You shall not set your foot across my threshold. You shall not enter my domain. So I say, therefore, be gone. What a twat. I decided to beg. Please, oh God, please let me come in. Please, 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 please. I want to say sorry. No go. That's what I said. Then, I can't say a bloody thing. Quite crucial. Oh yes, where was I? So, I went to the window. No good. I looked through the letterbox. Little pigs, let me come. Oh! My most sensitive part of my body. What was I to do? I stood outside and then suddenly I noticed the chimney pot. I could appeal to them directly down there. I found a ladder in the garden.
Whoops the daisy.
I pushed it against the house and I ascended. It's hard with only one hand. It's a very high house. Oh, bloody hell! Nearly there. I got on the roof. I got to the chimney pot. Little pigs! 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 Let me come in! But they ignored me! Oh, alas and alack, what was I to do? Well, there was only one thing left. I should have to slide down the chimney like a Santa Claus and appeal to them, face to face. I put my tail in first, and that, if I could find anything in the bloody dark, was when I smelt a most peculiar smell. Burning wood. Burning fur. Burning wolf. Ah! The little bastards have set my tail on fire. I climbed down the ladder. Then slid all the way to the bottom. I ran around the garden with flames pouring out of my arse until I found a bucket of water and... That's gonna need a skin graft. Because then I saw the most terrible thing I've ever witnessed in my life. They'd made the flames of the fire so big that they could ignite me. They hadn't realized what they'd done. The flames were too hot. And soon the wallpaper started to bubble and buckle. The curtains ignited. The sofa ignited. It wasn't one of those safety foam sofas. This is in the olden times when sofas could be. The parquet floor was next. Oh my God! That is when I could hear the squealing and the screaming from inside. Oh no! You see, they'd barricaded themselves in. And there was nothing I could do.
Oh.
After about an hour, the flames slowly died down. The embers were glowing, and the smell was divine. All that was left of Lady Petunia Pig was some delicious chorizo. All that was left of Percy Pig was some chipolatas. And all that was left of Alfonso Ferdinando Jimenez III was this absolutely delicious pork chop. So now, ladies and gentlemen, if anybody would like to buy some, I've got a little van out the back. It's called Big Bad Butchers, and it's all going very, very cheap. So that is the true story of what happened with myself and the 3 little pigs. Exactly. What happened to my paw? Grandma bit me. In the old days in the homes, they would teach them to do macrame. But now, self-defense. 4 hours in the vet getting these dug out. Steroids and spinach. And I'll do a quick impression before I leave. I'm good at impressions. I'll do 2. This is the first one. That was Alsatian. This.
Yay!
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. And now I have the great pleasure of introducing the